Hello, everyone, and welcome to the final week of the MBA regular season. I'm your coach, Kez, of the Neospatian Palafins, and we are going against LPT in the Gary Goomies. We're just going to do a quick team builder today. I just have zero energy, pretty much. But the team is on the screen. My team consists of Hisuian Zorak, Screamtail, Klefki, Araquanid, Kilowattrel, Overquill, Mega Glalie, Stunfisk, Terragogo, Terracarcol, and War Turtle. While my opponent's team consists of Starmie, which is complex to not be analytic, Gligar, Arctozolt, Terra Abomasnow, Arctovish, Drapion, Florges, Doublade, and Noivern. This was an incredibly annoying team to build for, as I think it's a very good team. And this is actually a very important game for my opponent. So I am actually currently second seat and clinched for playoffs. My opponent is, if he wins, he's in playoffs. If he loses, he's out. So he needs to beat me this match. I also need to work semi-hard this match, because if I lose, there's a high chance that my round 1 of playoffs opponent will be LPT. So I have to keep that in mind. So some of my builds will be really thought out, and then others just won't. Let's go into the team. The first Pokemon I decided that I wanted on my team, it came to me, was a Terra Ice Carkol with Flash Fire. We have Terra Blast, Heavy Slam, Fire Blast, Power Gem, and an EV spread of 248 HP, 4 defense with a bold nature, 240 special attack, 8 Spadef, and 8 speed. My HP and Spadef is so that I can take 252 non-adamant bulk weeks from an Arctozolt. My Spadef is to not be 2-hit KO'd by timid 252 Dracometeor from Noivern on 2 separate occasions. My special attack is to OHKO a max HP, max Spadef Abomasnow before Terra. And I can also OHKO a Norbulk Noivern with a Ice Terra Blast. That's kind of the thought with this, is to get a lot of damage on something and also just live hits. Can be very strong if played correctly, and I get good matchups, really. Our next is Klefki, and I realized when actually looking over to start the recording that I've misput the EVs. So we are Lagging Tail, Rain Dance, Switcheroo, Flash Cannon, Magnet Rise with 184 in HP, 252 defense with a bold nature, and then it was supposed to be 72 in Spadef, but I accidentally put 72 in special attack. So that's my bad, my fault. The Switcheroo Lagging Tail is mainly for the Arctozolt or Arctovish, to slow them down and make sure that their Bolt Beaks or Fishious Wrens cannot do that much damage. We have Rain Dance for Overquill in the future, which we'll go through, and also to stop the snow. We have Magnet Rise, mainly for a Drapion with Earthquake. And then we just have Flash Cannon to be able to hit Florges pretty much. It can also hit okay into some of the other team. It just felt a little bit better than being like Play Rough or Dazzling Gleam. My next one is my designated lead. We are Focus Sash, Hisuian Zorak. We have Flamethrower, Shadow Ball, Focus Blast, and Nasty Plot. We have 20 defense, 252 special attack, and 236 speed with a timid nature. The speed is for a modest 252 Noivern, which is kind of max special attack. This is just trying to break early game. I'm not sure what I wanted initially when building to have it disguise as. I think I was a toss-up between Klefki and Araquanid, as they're kind of like the 2 predicted leads in on my team. Next up, we have Screamtail. We are Expert Belt, Fire Blast, Psyshock, Ice Beam, and Calm Mind. We are 16 HP, 252 special attack with Modest Nature, and 240 in speed. Our speed is for a Jolly Max Speed Drapion, and then our coverage is for things like the Doublé, the Noivern, the Gligar, Psyshock for the Florges. It's just trying to do as much damage and break if possible. We then have Overquill, which is the designated sweep and win con of this team. We have speed for a max speed, timid Florges, max attack, and the rest in HP. We are Expert Belt, Gunk Shot, Crunch, Liquidation, and Destiny Bond. Destiny Bond was just kind of last move if I've got like the Rain Dance up and they have one of these mons that I can't really break and they're going to really threaten me, I can just click Destiny Bond and get it off my field. Yeah, Swift Swim I think works really well into this match, and I'm very strong and can do some great damage. The Expert Belt on both of these mons I think were just to get as much damage possible. They didn't really have a major impact, but I don't know, maybe I got some better rolls because of it. And then finally we got Arachnid. We are Custap, Endeavor, Sticky Web, Surf, Endure. 248 HP, 252 special attack with a Modest Nature, and 8 Spadef. The 252 Modest special attack allows me to OHKO a max HP Gligar with Surf, and its main goal in this match is to set up the Sticky Web, and then maybe I get like a Custap Endeavor on something. Yeah, that's the team. As I said, pretty simple sets this week. I'd like to win, but if I don't want to reveal everything to my potential round 1 of playoffs opponent. We'll go into the battle. See you there. Hello everyone and welcome to the battle. I'm going to do a bit of a post-com this week. Yet again, I just, during the battle, didn't feel like recording. That's pretty much it. I just felt like a post-com would have been a bit better, as I didn't have a whole lot of energy. We're going to go with our designated lead in Hisuian Zoroark, and I decided that I'm going to disguise it as the Arachnid this week. I'm going to click play. My opponent does a great lead in their Noivern. They can see its Focus Sash, so they're either thinking, oh, this is definitely the Zoroark, or this is a Arachnid that just guaranteed wants to get up Sticky Web or hit something really hard. My opponent did not bring multiple of the mons that I was really scared of, including a like setup Florges or that Drapion, which was very scary to me. They also didn't bring the Doublade, which I thought would be... Oh no, they did bring the Doublade. What else did they not bring? They did not bring the Arctovish, which I thought had a very good matchup due to it. Another one that just almost completely walls my Arachnid. I'm finding a couple of those in the last few weeks. Just completely walls my Arachnid. They did a very good lead. So I can't nasty plot on this. I decide that I'm just going to click Shadow Ball, I do believe, just to do a good chunk of damage to this. They're going to Air Slash. Thankfully, I don't get flinched. And we're going to do 49%. I'm just going to go down here. I didn't want anything else to take any damage. I could have probably just gone straight into my Clef Key, but I didn't feel like it. I'm going to go Carkol. He knows that I'm Terra Ice. He's also Terra Poison on Abomasnow. I wasn't actually really sure why he was Terra Poison. I still don't. But that's something to be aware of. So I go out into this, maybe threatening this out and getting a hit on something else. But I'm just going to go into it. I know I guaranteed live 2 hits. I can see, since it outspeeds my Zoroark, it's not modest. So it must be like timid or something, which means I guarantee take 2. They're going to Draco, take me down 49, and I'm just going to Power Gem. Get rid of this Noivern. It was actually pretty huge, since I know this was like the fastest mon on the field. So getting rid of that would be really nice for the rest of my team. They're going to go out into Abomasnow. I'm just going to take this opportunity just to click Fire Blast. I know it's highly likely that they're just going to click Terra, but getting some chip on this, which I kind of struggle with if it's Terra Poison. I mean, I do have Scream Tail, which can potentially deal with it, but it becomes a little bit more annoying, so I want to get some chip on it. He's going to Terra Poison. I'm going to click Terra Ice, live the Earth Power, and then miss Fire Blast. So that's a little unfortunate. I don't think the chip that I would have done to it was incredibly necessary, but it was just a feel bad, really. We are going to just switch out, keep the sack, go out into Araquanid. I felt like anything that they wanted to click into me just didn't really matter anymore. I knew I was going to chew an Earth Power, whether it clicked Ice Move or Grass Move, it just didn't really matter. So I can go out into Araquanid, and then I can get out my Sticky Web. My opponent does a smart decision in going into their Octazalt, which really throws me out. But I can just go back into my Carkol and sack it. I'm going to take this opportunity to go into my Klefki, which is like my designated check to this, and I could just switcheroo Lagging Tail it to make that Bolt Beak do minimal damage. Now, I made a little bit of a misplay here, in all honesty, as I was thinking, oh, okay, I'm going to Rain Dance on this, and then I can be like, go into Overquill and start fully breaking. Before I realized another mon called Screamtail can kind of almost win from this position. So I set up the Rain Dance, he is Stomping Tantrum. I could have clicked Magnet Rise, but I decided I was just going to take some chip onto this and die. Going to go out to Screamtail, and I'm just going to click Calm Mind, and he reveals that he is actually a Taunt Arctozolt, which was a good bring. But I'm just going to click Psyshock, and there's going to be a 2-hit KO on this mon. And then my opponent, my opponent is currently thinking, oh, okay, what do I have for this? I can go out into Doublade, which can take its stabs. I don't think he realized that this mon gets Fire Blast, so I'm just going to Fire Blast and nuke it. He's then going to go into Abomasnow and die to a Psyshock. He's then going to go into Gligar and die to an Ice Beam. So now I've shown my full set. And unfortunately for my opponent, going Starmie was just the right decision all along. I know I can't 2-hit KO this, so I'm going to start Calm Minding up. My opponent chose to have Flash Cannon. So I'm going to keep on Calm Minding. They're going to Hydro Pump. I realize I do potentially live a next Hydro Pump, but they get a crit anyway, so it doesn't matter, and I die. And then I just go Overquill. I know I outspeed due to the -1, and I just win the game. Screamtail put in work, getting 4 kills. I'm a little sad on Carkol, as I wanted it to do more, but I guess I've got to have another thumbnail with Screamtail in, as now it's joint kill leader with my Araquanid, and it's only played 2 games. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I know it's been a bit, I guess I should say, lazier than previous weeks, but coming to the end of the regular season, just kind of low energy, mentally preparing for playoffs. I've also got more exams coming up, so who knows? Hope you guys all enjoy.